Now, something that's always intrigued me about this platform is hate comments, because as a YouTuber, we all receive a hate comment here and there, whether it's about our content, our humor, our clothes, or even our hairline.
Look at the top of his head.
With all this news about the possibility of World War III and the world inevitably ending, I am a little bit worried that I'll have to join the military and shave my head and pretty much expose myself for having the hairline shape of the Mariana Trench. But moving away from my hairline and going back to hate comments, the thing that really intrigues me when it comes to hateful content on this platform is how some YouTubers actually respond to that. And today's target, well, not target because that does sound a bit like World War III, but today's topic of subject is somebody we've spoken about quite a lot, and that is indeed Lilly Singh.
Now, I'm not proud to admit this, but in a sea of positive comments I received...
A sea of positive comments. Yes, if that sea was the Ural Sea in Uzbekistan, and that small branch of water right there is Lilly Singh creating multiple accounts to praise herself. But yes, Lilly Singh recently has been responding to quite a lot of negativity which has been drawn towards her on this platform. So what I thought we'd do today is take a look at how Lilly responds to this. And you know, given the new YouTube rules,
I would never say anything mean about this woman.
In fact, I would only say positive comments about her, this lovely creative YouTuber. What's the script next? God, I hate this fucking bitch. Now, criticism in the modern world comes in all forms of shapes and sizes, from being a naughty boy to saying a naughty word to committing war crimes like this. God has truly left us. Now, Lilly did make a video of where she responded to hate comments about herself with the internet's favourite bald man. No, sorry, that's in 3 years. Dr. Phil. Well, let's just get into it.
I have a bunch of hate comments because, you know, I receive a lot of comments, some nice, some flirtatious, some negative. I want you to break down why and analyze why people would write these comments. Is that cool?
Yeah.
To be honest, I am particularly confused at how Lilly actually managed to get Dr. Phil to do this video of her, and I think he's also confused because he just clearly is not interested in this whatsoever. Can we just stop mixing the YouTube world, the E-world with celebrities? Can we just keep E-dating independent, please? Because that's my thing. No, it's not. It's not my thing, but can we just stop doing this? Because he doesn't want to be there, and I don't think half the celebrities do.
Alright, first hate comment, I want you to analyze it for me, okay? Lilly Singh is exactly the reason...
I mean, he clearly just doesn't want to be there, does he? Just look at his face. He's probably thinking to himself right now, who am I sat next to? Where am I? And how much am I getting paid?
Lilly Singh is exactly the reason why people hate Democrats today. You're just a manipulative bee who has no right talking shh.
Now, first off, Lilly, I just want to say a big thank you to you for refraining from using the nasty profanities. Personally, myself, especially with the new YouTube rules, I would never say such a dirty word. So thank you very much for joining the cause. But putting my lovely British manners aside, I would like to highlight the fact that this comment that they've pulled up right here is a comment which pretty much has no attention to it. Nobody's talking about this comment. This comment is not valid criticism. This comment is just somebody being a dick to be a dick. I would love to see them put up a comment which actually gives some form of valid criticism about how she can improve, how her humor isn't, you know... It's not very good. And it's not like there aren't any valid and well thought out critical videos of Lilly Singh. No, there are plenty. An example of that is Drew Gooden's about how Lilly Singh has left the YouTube bubble. And I fully agree with that video. Lilly Singh is now an F-list celebrity who's making desperate jokes like these.
Maybe all of your favorite movies and TV shows are gonna get a minority remake. Like Green Book, where Viggo Mortensen has been replaced by Morgan Freeman.
I mean, to be honest, I'm fully down for a minority remake of Game of Thrones Season 8. Let's just do it. You can write it, you can direct it, because it's clear you've got a lot in common with Game of Thrones Season 8. And then for the rest of the video, they do just pull up comments which aren't getting any attention whatsoever. And then Dr. Phil comes for me.
So they're rejecting themselves
before you reject them.
That is deep. I
That's
like
exactly
that. You're
what they're
absolutely
doing.
correct.
No
You're
question
absolutely
about
correct.
it. You have no chance anyway. You're living in your mother's basement. You probably haven't seen sunlight in 10 years.
What the? Why's the light on? Is anyone... Fraser? What the f*** are you doing down there?
What do you mean I live here?
You live in the fucking basement?
Yeah.
Why?
Get out.
You're Indian? Ew, go back to India.
Well, you're stupid.
Now, first things first, people, I would like to say that this comment here is obviously a horrible and terrible comment, and this behaviour is not acceptable anywhere in society. And Lilly does have the full right to respond to any comments that she wants to, but I do just have to point out the fact that yes, these people do exist, these awful human beings, but it doesn't mean that everyone who is critical of people like Lilly are being generalised into this category of terrible people. There are people that make valid critiques, they just make joking videos, not people that say things like this. We're not all the same, and I think Lilly does know that, but it does feel a little bit odd that she doesn't put in any actual critical comments, like critical comments which aren't people being a dick to be a dick. And I'm not even saying that Lilly needs to respond to these comments. Nobody needs to respond to hate comments. If we had to, we'd be here all day. But the thing is, I still can sit here and say it's a little bit odd that you're trying to mug off people that are saying bad things about you, but then you don't take a look at the ones which actually say pretty normal things.
Last one.
Where are your hands now?
I hate you almost as much as I hate your dog.
Now that is love.
Again, it just continues. It's more hateful and terrible comments. There's no actual valid comments being shown here. When the thing is, if you turned on top comments on your own videos, I'm sure there are plenty of valid critiques in them sections. And no doubt there are some bad people, but the most part, I think, are just saying, this isn't funny.
Someone like me could not be here without the many successful, powerful women of color who led the way. Am I right? Yeah. And I think it's so important to thank them right now. So let's give a round of applause to people like Mindy Kaling. What about Michelle Obama? I mean. And last but not least, the brown M&M.
When it comes to receiving hate comments on this website, obviously nobody likes receiving a hate comment. It's nothing fun. Nobody likes having a critical video made about them. It's just not fun in general to see them made about you. And I love that Lilly puts on this act on Twitter like she doesn't care about them, like she's bigger and better than the nasty commentators, but then she makes so many videos about hate comments and does things like this.
Well, I don't have a lot of terrible exes, lie, but I do have a lot of terrible YouTube comments. So I thought we could take a minute out of tonight's show to have a computer read a few of them while I dance to the beautiful words of my haters.
Oh my God, one more of these ads in my feed.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
I mean, it's very clear that these critical videos are not affecting her at all. They're not affecting her, guys. She's not annoyed. She's not made 50 videos about it. She's not annoyed, guys. I promise you, this not care approach to comments is totally real. I don't care about the critical people saying that I'm not funny. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, Dr. Phil. Tell him I don't care, Dr. Phil. She doesn't care. That was not a good American accent at all. Now, to make this whole situation fair, what I thought I'd do is go and take her Fortnite dance video with John Cena and add some of her top comments into it.
This was funny, not the dancing, but the truth in the comments. This is terrible. No joke. Why does it feel like Lilly, a woman in her 30s, is trying so hard?
I mean, the real question I think we need to ask in this situation is how do you go from WWE to a YouTuber's late night television show? I mean, it's a fall from grace. I love you, John. I truly do. You're the moon of my life. But I'm sorry, mate. You have fallen.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
And now going back to Lilly's not care approach about critical comments, we go and take a look at a video she made where she paid an actor to go sit in the crowd and pretend to be an internet troll. But it doesn't get to me, guys. It doesn't get to me. It doesn't get to me.
Club life is for your 20s. Okay? If you're in your 30s and you're still going to the club every weekend, yeah, that's sadder than an episode of This Is Us.
Wow, Lilly, that's That's horrible. Why would you say something like imagine making a living posting mean videos to YouTube. You know, the downward spiral, the bad energy, the karma, the entitlement, the lack of creativity, the waste of potential. Imagine doing that. Imagine doing that, Lily. It's sick. It's messed up. It's messed up. Don't want any more negativity on this platform. None of it. None of it. But seriously, I don't understand why these creators are so upset when it comes to negativity when they do it themselves. Like, you're being negative, and that's completely fine. I feel like we need a balance of positivity and negativity. As long as you're not trying to hurt someone and be actually hateful to them, then go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you want. I could not care less, but don't pretend that you're above all of it, because you're doing it too, clearly.
So, excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you on your phone right now?
I'm just tweeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you do it after so I can just focus on them? It's a little distracting for me. Sorry, thank you.
No, sorry. I've already started live tweeting the show, so it'd be rude to my followers to stop now.
Susan Wojcicki, please give me strength. Is this skit meant to be bad? Is this skit meant to physically and emotionally hurt me? Because I'm in pain right now. I'm in physical and emotional pain. World War III isn't due for another month, and I am in that much pain. I shouldn't be feeling this pain until February, when World War III inevitably breaks out. I shouldn't feel it, but I do. Because this skit is terrible.
It would be rude to your followers.
Yeah.
You're live tweeting the show right now?
Yeah, I live tweet everything. The Oscars, the Super Bowl, the birth of my child.
I feel like you shouldn't be live tweeting the birth of your child. Like, who are you, DJ Khaled?
No,
Now, there are a lot of questions when it comes to life. You know, why are we here? What are we doing here? How do we get here? But I think the main question we need to ask is why do Americans laugh at everything? My American viewers right now, stop laughing. I don't want to hear it. Stop laughing. Like the video. Stop laughing. Why do you laugh at everything?
And now for some very funny American humor.
So I was walking down the street the other day and I just thought to myself, don't you just love water? Yeah, me too. And you know what else I love? Oxygen. Don't we just love a bit of oxygen? To be honest, this whole thing is terrifying. There are scripted audience members. The show is scripted. Lily's whole life is scripted. Is this scripted? I feel like I'm in the Minority remake of Inception right now. I recently saw a study about how scientists are trying to create a 1,000-year space travel journey to help secure human life in the future. Well, I don't think we need to do that because it's clear Lilly Singh's in another galaxy at this point. To be honest, I do always find it fascinating when creators who have built themselves up from pretty much nothing on this platform to being absolutely massive just kind of leave the YouTube reality and become something else. I mean, I'm sure DJ Khaled wouldn't be happy hearing this.
I feel like you shouldn't be live tweeting the birth of your child. Like, who are you, DJ Khaled?
And understandably, Lily, you may respond to that critique by saying, well, clearly DJ Khaled is not going to get upset at that joke because it's a joke. And yes, in your subjective viewpoint, that is a joke. And the people that get offended at that joke are complete wet wipes. And I completely agree with you, Lily. But sadly, because of what you're saying, I think you're now a little bit of a hypocrite. At the end of the day, the distinguishment between hate comments and critical comments are a complete subject viewpoint. You may see videos like mine as hateful, when in my eyes, I see them as a mix of critical and a mix of, you know, me trying to desperately be funny here and there. But I think what we can agree is that Lilly Singh, yes, she has the full right to respond to hate comments, but at the same time, she does not know how to respond to critical videos.
It was like a video made that's like the road to irrelevancy, and it's like me and like a whole bunch of other creators that are no longer relevant because we don't get views anymore. I'm gonna be honest, this used to really bother me, and sometimes it does kind of bother me when I'm like, oh, my videos aren't getting views, especially if it's like a video about a good cause, like voting or like girl love, very low views. And here's the thing, right? I am at peace with this because I'm so much more than YouTube. Years ago, I was just YouTube, but now it's...
I do find it a little bit hilarious when creators so desperately want to forget their roots on YouTube. It's just amazing to me money, and then YouTube are the ones promoting these creators and completely ignoring the ones like me that actually love this site. And I do understand it because, you know, we've got to have ad-friendly stuff. It's completely fair. And as I said earlier, Lilly doesn't need to respond to anything, but that's not going to stop me from talking bollocks for 20 minutes straight. And you know, Lilly, I am just going to give a full congratulations to you from leaving YouTube, from leaving millions of views behind to making funny videos like these.
Wait, what are you doing?
Wait, what are you doing?
So you just dressed up like me for Halloween?
So you dressed up like me for Halloween?
Yes, that is so much bigger and so much better than YouTube. You know, that platform where you're uploading these skits onto. To conclude this video, Lilly Singh has pretty much left the planet at this point, just like multiple other creators like Zoella, Alfie Days, and all the other people we've criticised on this channel. They're on Pluto. They're on planet Pluto, and I don't even think planets are Pluto anymore, and that came out wrong, but you get the point. It's absolutely mental that YouTubers just, in my eyes, seem to completely forget their roots. And now to end this video on an actual positive note, I do just actually want to congratulate Lilly, like a genuine, non-ironic congratulations, in saying she's clearly very successful, she's clearly very proud of who she is, and that's fantastic, and I'm actually happy to see people thrive. As much as I can be critical, at least they're thriving, at least they're happy, I hope they're happy, and as much as I make critical videos, I do always wish the success onto the people that have, you know, not done anything particularly bad. Like, Lilly hasn't committed a crime. She's not a terrible person. I just don't find her funny, and I think these videos are fun to make. So I'm gonna end it there by saying, Lilly, please stop doing Fortnite dances with John Cena. Please stop doing that. And please stop doing awkward interviews with Daisy Ridley. It's just painful to see.
Daisy, I'd love for you to do a little mock audition for me with some famous Star Wars quotes. Are you down? Absolutely. All right, let's do it.
I think at this point we all need to acknowledge celebrities either don't like YouTubers or they have absolutely no idea what YouTube actually is. And that is the ending of the video. Please drop a like on it, 25,000 likes, and I'll start my own late night television show. Genuinely, I'll do a parody if this gets 25, 30,000 likes, one of them goals. Thank you very much for coming along. Please go follow my social medias, iNabber69 on Twitter, iNabber on Instagram, and also iNabber on Twitch. And, you know, you can follow my dog if you want. His link's in the description. That is the ending of the video. I will see you on Friday, where there will be a new video, and then on Sunday too. Have a lovely weekend, people. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.